about it? Did you start to feel like healthier? You're seeing your skin.
Yeah, man, like it was easier to wake up and stuff like that.
Easier to wake up, like get out of it, like
yeah, like you know, I didn't feel feel a bit lighter and stuff like that. Not forget the fish now. When I stopped eating all of them thing there all together.
What's thing there? Like, would you meat and like, why for that? But like,
yeah,
all meats. Why
yeah. So I was doing alkaline. So where I'm only eating stuff that's natural and this hybrid processed stuff. So stuff that Dr. said.
I feel basic.
Yeah.
So you ran to natural fish.
Yeah.
I ran to the sea.
Nothing dead.
Man turned Sebastian under the sea. Man.
But you don't eat nothing that's dead, basically.
You don't eat shrimps.
Nothing that's dead.
So you're not in the scavengers of the.
Yeah.
Nothing that's dead.
None of that stuff. Because you're eating carcass.
Just yeah.
So what? So when you pull these plants out of the ground, they're still alive.
To the
technicality.
Exactly. So you're putting down celery and it's moving.
Celery don't move. What do you mean?
So celery doesn't have no way of communicating with other celery.
It's a what's it, electricity? What's the way they talk? I can't think of
electrite.
Doesn't talk to the bugs.
Celery speaks. No.
Well,
because once you cut off the root, it's not alive.
It's not completely dead, but it's dying, I suppose.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I can't remember the terminology because I'm.
So wait a minute. Do vegetables or vegetation have life or not?
No.
How do they grow?
Why did you answer that if you don't know?
No, hold on. So how to think about what you just said. So how
I just think of when you say life, things that are breathing, humans, animals.
So wait. If they're not, where do we get air from? Yeah. What makes air?
Trees, isn't it?
So how are they not? What do you mean breathing then? What do you mean breathing?
I think it's the definition, innit? I think when people think alive,
the definition, like air, oxygen.
No. I think what she's thinking is like heartbeat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Heartbeat?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
But plants are alive.
Of course, plants are alive.
If you cut off.
So if plants are not, so if you stop eating dead things, why do you eat plants? Because you're not eating them straight fresh from the ground while they're still alive.
You're quiet now.
So.
Nah, I need to find that.
You go send him straight in his phone. Rambo said, Ming, one.
No, look, yes, fruits and vegetables are alive when you eat them, even when they are harvested. While they may be separated from their parent plant, their cells continue to function, metabolize, and respond to their environment for a period of time.
For a period of time? How long is that period of time?
I don't know, probably vary. Cellular activity, plant cells don't die immediately after being harvested. They continue to respire, photosynthesize, exposed to light, and carry other metabolic processes. So
when you eat it, is it alive or dead?
Depends
on from when it's been cut.
So if it's alive, why did you stop eating animals?
What was because
you're vegetarian.
I was for a period.
Eat it.
Yeah, but if you stopped being you started being a vegetarian to not eat dead animals or dead things, things that have died, you said. Then I asked you, so isn't a plant dead? But then you said, no, it's alive. So if it's alive and the reason you stopped eating meat was to not eat dead things, so you're eating a plant. Well, I lost myself in my own point because for a second, but the plant is dead.
Yeah, but the what you receive from it's not in it, I suppose, or something like that. The nutrients or something. I can't remember it specifically because it's a while ago, but
you can kill a person, or you can kill an animal. Can kill an animal. The animal's dead, but they still get nutrients. Like an orca eats great white's liver, and that is dead when it's done. That it's killed it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can still receive nutrients from something that's dead. That's the whole point of killing it, and by being survive, people do these things.
I'm not really in the educational realm of it to have the argument with.
So why did you stop eating meat?
Because at the moment when what I was learning and stuff made sense to me. So I can't really argue the point.
No, I was just trying to tap into what you learned. Like, as in, like, why?
That was too much.
Like, what's your own mentality? Like, I get it, innit? But like, end of the day, like, I'm Muslim, innit? So we believe.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, we believe that trees are alive. There's trees will cry, trees will talk. They'll do. You know what I mean? It's the earth. So if trees are alive, like, they give life. Trees are part of life givers. It's doing air. It's part of the air. Whatever. The Prophet Muhammad he heard a tree crying, spoke to the tree, bare things. It's a belief system. If you're not Muslim, you're not Muslim. But
I had a shahada at birth.
Yeah. So that doesn't mean you've studied it or you
Not at all, I
heard the
haven't.
hadith of that. But alhamdulillah, you're still there. But like I'm saying, we believe that trees are alive.
No, they are. It's factual.
Yeah, and yeah, right.
Scientists
So
have proved
I'm
it.
not sure if that applies to. I don't think that applies to vegetables and that. I'm just going mad. But I just wanted to let you know that trees are alive and that.
Yeah.
But I don't actually think it applies to vegetables and stuff like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, brothers, but I don't think I think it's just trees.
No, what do you mean? So what, plants and all of that is not the same as trees in terms of alive? You're trying to say they're separate?
No, I'm trying to say vegetables and plants are two different things.
I would think the same as chronic.
Yeah, vegetables and plants are two different things.
Yeah, no, but
Even though you
Invisible
plant
plant.
vegetables.
yeah, no, but I'm saying I would think with what you're saying with like the vegetables ate alive.
Yeah, they're not.
Type of things. I'm saying-
but that's the.
I don't know, but I don't want to.
hadith
Yeah,
on
we can't really
vegetables.
say it
So
unless we know, innit?
so I
Yeah.
don't know if there wasn't a hadith said that, like, yeah, even the vegetables
Yeah,
will
vegetables are
testify.
plant.
All I know is that the trees can
When did they
testify
die?
against you. Trees, no, you mean? So I don't know. I wouldn't say yes or no if it's down to vegetables. Could you be permissible to eat them?
Which
On
I'm lost now.
plantation, you're it's halal to eat vegetables.
Yeah,
So
but not all plants are edible though, I think.
that's because not all plants are vegetables.
Yeah. But some vegetables are plants though.
suppose
Supposedly,
so.
according to Google.
I suppose so. I'd agree with that.
But fuck, what was I saying now?
And yeah, obviously you can eat berries, you can eat dead things, so I suppose so.
Yeah.
Plants. A tree is a tree. I don't think a tree's a plant. I just think a tree's a tree, innit? I'll call them plants. Little,
Yeah, I hear you.
but I'm not sure if a tree's a plant. Because it's like a big plant, innit? Reality, right? Like, yeah, you're gonna have to, because I don't,
Yeah.
100% fact or 100% fact, you get me? It's always wrong to assume,
Have we spoke about facts only?
allegedly.
A tree is a plant. Nah, man. Yeah, I think we were earlier, man. You know, let me ask you a question, yeah? If
Mhm.
let's just say hypothetically speaking, you're on a podcast.
This is
and
mind games.
no, I'm just saying hypothetically speaking, you're on a
In
podcast.
reality, we're on a podcast, but go
No,
on.
but separate to this.
Okay, not this one.
So there's two of you, there's you and two other members now. So in this podcast, you do all the editing, you do all the Spotify, you do all the Patreon,
Speedy,
you
it's
do all
bind.
the- you
This
do
is
all the,
bind,
you
Speedy.
do all the YouTube, you do all these things to bring your podcast forward to help you all progress and go forward,
Yeah,
yeah?
it's biased to China, but go on.
And then you get an invitation to another podcast. You bring all of you together, even though they only invited you, but you bring your whole podcast team because you want us all to do well and progress, yeah? So boom, you bring them to this podcast, you leave that podcast, is fine. The podcast that you invited these people to, someone that you brought to that podcast sees this person outside partying, and they say to that person, "Oh, get me on your podcast, but like by myself, not with these other ones." How do you feel about that?
It's snakes. They're snaking in it.
It's mad snaky, innit? Considering you, for your podcast, you do the editing, you do the YouTube, you do the Spotify, you do the Patreon, you do all these things to bring us forward as a team. But the moment you get an opportunity, you want to shaft someone and do something without them separately. How do you feel about that? Was that someone you
No,
thought
no,
you-
but you know what? Oh yeah, like if they told, it's 'cause
they
it's-
didn't tell you?
Yeah, that's what
It's the person who you invited them to the podcast told you because they thought that was weird behavior.
yeah.
How do you feel about that? Is that someone you'd continue podcasting with?
She's
Are you gonna,
throwing
it
shade.
depends if you're going to address it with them.
He's throwing
Like, I
shade
would
at kid,
address it. I would address it.
But the person who
them.
told you not to say nothing.
but your kid knows now.
It's nothing to do with kid.
Oh,
I got a separate podcast with kid
Oh.
anyway, separate to Facts on Real.
yeah.
How do you lot feel about that?
So this never happened to you?
Never happened to me.
Oh.
I think it's trust in it. Not trustworthy individual.
At all, it's not someone you want to build with, innit? Because the moment they get an opportunity to,
Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
shaft you. They're out for themselves and they're using you as a vehicle.
How do you feel? Yeah, I got a question for you. Yeah, how do you feel about someone? Yeah, if they're with you, innit? Like, on where are you smiling from?
She knows what you're going to say.
Where's his mad brain taking him to? No, she's knowing, she's numbing us for the madness.
So you must know what I'm gonna say.
Nah,
What I'm
I
gonna
don't-
say?
I'm guessing.
Oh,
Go
what
on.
are you guessing?
No, go ahead.
No, I'm actually interested in what the way she
thought.
yeah, she knows what you're gonna say. She's smiling, big teeth, like thinking. But yeah, anyway, yeah. So like, you're on a podcast, like what you said, you're all working towards whatever you're working towards, wherever. And then there's other people that doesn't like the podcast. They talk shit about the podcast. They talk shit about the main host on the podcast. But then that person's cool with everyone. How would you feel about that? Like someone, like imagine, someone chats shit about, and then like you phone that person that chats shit, and then the person says to the person on the podcast, "Yes, my nigga."
So sorry, you say you phone a person, they say, "What do you mean, yes, man?"
No, I'm saying, just imagine you're doing a podcast. Everyone's like, we're all, but that person's just cool with people that don't like.
Were they cool before?
No, furthermore, no, because they didn't even know them before. So, yeah, they didn't know them before. They were cool before with the my nigga, okay? But it don't even matter to me. But
You're warranted to feel a bit upset about it. I can understand that. I can understand that 100%.
I don't even upset. I mean,
Hypothetically speaking.
yeah, no.
Because that's a bit what's it? You're not my like you can't. You have to be my friend. You can't be their friend. Basically.
Waiting for the toaster. Claimsforcars.com. Waiting for the bathroom. Claimsforcars.com. Waiting for the show to start. Claimsforcars.com. Spend that wasted wait time finding out if you...
Basically.
No, but there's difference between friends and enemies, isn't it?
Okay.
So I'm trying to say, like, I wouldn't want
Basically,
someone
kind
to
of
be
enemy of can your friend be friends with your enemy, or enemy of yours? Whatever it doesn't. An enemy doesn't have to mean someone who's trying to. They're enemy of you. Can you have a friend who's cool with your enemy, basically, and you still be cool with them?
No, the relationship's gonna be different. Even if I ain't got a problem with them, I'm gonna look at them probably a bit sideways.
Just keep them at arm's length.
Yeah. But it ain't a draw and you're not an enemy of mine now, but the relationship's gonna
You're a friend of my enemy. Well, a friend of my enemy is it's mind games. But so to answer your question, you're saying like I just think one, you should when I say address the person, you're saying the person said not to tell you. So when people say not to tell someone something, one of two things it is they're either lying or they fear something. They fear if you tell them you're going to get into it with them or whatever.
Because why did they say it in the first place?
Yeah, but people say, one thing my mum always told me something, yeah? You see, if someone doesn't say it to you, someone says something about you, but they didn't say it to you, they chose not to say it to you.
Of course.
They chose not to say it to you. But be more worried about the person that they did choose to say it to and them choosing to come back and tell you. You understand? Because now you know. And they know that the person who said it knew why they didn't tell you. And the person that's telling you knows why they're telling you. And they're both for the same ring to draw you out. So if they didn't say it to you, there's going to be plenty of people that will say it to you. So wait for it to come round. Because it might not.
Why did they feel safe to tell that person or to ask that person?
Once again, the friend of the enemy. That's what she was tapping me into with all these coded messages of look into this and that. My mum, she doesn't talk in riddles, but she just talks. When I was younger, I couldn't fathom some of the stuff that she was saying because it was so deep. She used to always talk to me like this was the last time she was going to see me. So she would talk to me. So, but now that I'm this age now, I can see it. Like, it's mad. A friend of an enemy is worse than the enemy because betrayal never comes from a stranger. You understand? The enemy cannot see you. You can see them. They can do your friend. You can. they're close. They mean they can Ethiotis it off. Like from 300, the guy that's on the, because he couldn't lift the shield. Now you're snaking the man them because you know all the valleys where we're gonna go. You know what I mean? But yeah, to answer your question, I just think that people, you should never assume something. Like I said, so you always, someone could be lying. There could be. They may be
What if it fits
exaggerating.
their character?
Talk to them, like, you know why? Because some people, yeah, they just don't know how to talk. And them not being able to talk and elaborate on certain things, it starts looking like something that it's not. Because if you just judged it by their actions, it would mean that. But if you spoke to them, they might say to you, like, you know what? There's a part of my story that I want to say, but I've just never been confident to say it in front of you guys. But I want to say it. I'll talk to you lot after about that. They could have a million reasons. That reason may be justified or not. You might still think after their reason now you're chatting shit.
Yeah, so what's the point of me listening
But
to
there
you?
might be a reason that you don't think that.
I don't know.
I know what you're saying, because remember, you know what you know, innit?
Yeah.
And you know how you feel. When you just say something, there's a lot of tone, there's a lot of things that emerge, like body language is out of it, why for that, but you know what I mean? So you know what you know, but I just know that choices, assumptions, things people do, remember a lot of the times, if we look deep in ourselves, we're wrong. We're mistaken. I was mistaken the other day with that your friend's name's not Flavor, but because I'm triggered by that, so we must always be able to take accountability of if we are wrong. Because if we're never wrong, that means we're not taking accountability.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that we're never wrong. We're just not taking accountability, innit? So just like sometimes if that's your